What's going on, everybody? It's yours truly, the FASHAW, with another episode of Alphacology. And two characteristics that you must have in order to call yourself an alpha male. The two characteristics that you must have, the two basic characteristics you must have in order to call yourself an alpha male, is real simple. The ability to protect and the ability to provide. I feel, well, I know and I experience both of those come hand in hand, and they go through each other. All right. When you're trying to be the most masculine version of yourself, masculine energy will protect, will provide. All right. That is two basic characteristics of your masculine energy. The ability to protect, the ability to provide. Fellas, it's no way you're at the epitome of your masculinity or your alpha energy if you don't have those two abilities, those two characteristics. You have to master those two things. You have to master those two things, protecting and providing. You have to master that. And I always say this: manhood is not like womanhood. It's not, femininity is not like masculinity. All right. Masculinity is earned. Your manhood has to be earned. All right. We see all throughout life, they tell us stories about how, either the Spartans, or when you go and study anthropology and human culture, you will always see that the boys always had to have their manhood tested. And it's always grounded in survival, the ability to survive, to protect. All right. And your first responsibility of protecting and providing, it ain't really with no one else. It's not for a woman. Your first responsibility to protect and provide for is yourself. And if you suck at protecting and providing yourself, you're going to struggle in your manhood. Now, does that mean you got to be super rich? Does that mean you have to be a master ninja or a great fighter? I know dudes who are super rich suck at protecting and providing for themselves. I know dudes that are great fighters and suck at protecting and providing for themselves. All right. So that's neither here nor there. The ability to protect and provide actually starts in your mind. All right. The ability to understand how to provide for yourself. The ability to understand how to protect yourself. Putting yourself in the right environment. Putting yourself in places where you could protect yourself very good. Knowing your strengths, knowing your weaknesses is all a plot of, all in a ploy to protect yourself. All right? There's certain fights, and I watch fighting, I study fighting a lot. I study football, I study basketball. There's certain ways to win a football, basketball, or even a professional fight. It's certain ways you have to fight. You can't fight every way, every time. All right? You don't kill a snake the same way you would kill a lion. You understand what I'm saying? You don't, you wouldn't defend Kyrie Irving the same way you just would defend LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, it starts in your mind. So it's the same thing. So one year I might have to be providing this way. Same thing with providing. One year I might have to provide through the means of me hustling. The next year I might have to provide through the means of me going to a job or selling stuff. Who knows, right? So the ability to protect and provide is very, very important. And you master that. It takes a while. It's not overnight where you say, hey, I want to be an alpha male. I'm going to be the best protector and provider. Buddy. Manhood is earned. It's earned, especially once you turn 15, 16, probably earlier than that, to be honest with you. You got to learn how to protect yourself from many forms of attacks, mentally, physically, emotionally, financial attacks. You got to protect yourself that way. You have to be able to provide for yourself mentally, spiritually, financially, emotionally, physically. All right? If you can't go out and make food and get food, guess what? You're not going to be a good provider for a woman. My grandfather used to always tell me, he said, I don't know what you worried about a girlfriend for if you cannot even put food on your own table. All right? Same thing I would tell any man. Hey, buddy, if you broke, why you worried about a girlfriend? Why you worried about a relationship? Figure out your brokenness first. Figure out how to provide for yourself. Obviously, you're doing a bad job at it. And guess what? I could talk like that. Why? Because I came from the same issues, the same problems. I used to be broke. I remember I had no job. I remember I couldn't protect myself the right way. I remember all of that. But hey, that's a part of manhood. I learned from it. I grew and I figured it out. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to earn. All right? This world doesn't care anything about men. Never did. They care about women and children. And that's really the biggest, toughest transition from being a boy to a man, when you realize nobody cares like that. And some of you guys ain't get over it yet. You feel me? Some of y'all never got over that. That, hey, nobody gonna care about you like that. Those days where mama love you for you is over. The love you get from your mother, I'm a parent, so I can say that the love I get from my mother and the love I get from my daughters, that's pure. I'm gonna call it pure. But the love I get from women, if a woman does love me, I earn that. I earn that with my ability to protect and provide. And sometimes it don't even have to be providing money. It could be providing time, attention, emotions, feelings. All right? Y'all got to understand that about a woman. You're just not providing money to put in her pocket or buy her nice things or take her out to eat. You got to provide her with that mental and emotional stimulation that all women require. They might not tell you that. Even the ones who want to be gold diggers, they still require a level of mental and emotional and physical stimulation. And you have to know how to provide that. And you don't just wake up in one morning and provide it. You have to learn how to get it. You got to learn how to get it. You know, I'm not begging you to listen to this. But one thing I will ask you to do is believe me when I say you have to provide. That's just the way it is. That's how God created you to be, or whoever you want to believe in. But that's how it is. And I don't care how y'all don't like it. Embrace it. Love it. I love earning everything. I know why you're here. When I see a woman, I know why you're here. You like the way I look. I earned that. Why? I look like a protector. Why do I look like a protector? Because, hey, I got muscles. Hey, I got a beard. Hey, women find masculine men attractive. I look very masculine. It comes with its pros and its cons. Because guess what? When the police show up, I'm always going to be the biggest threat. Because guess what? I'm the closest to hurting them than any other person in the room, which is fine until I get in a room full of dudes that's bigger and meaner looking than me. I don't care. All right. With that being said, you got to understand that even if a woman like the way I look, I earned that from her. Because I do work on my body. I do care about the way I look. I have a certain look. I want to attract a certain woman, so I have a certain look. You understand? The same thing if maybe you don't want to look as masculine. Maybe you want to look like a pop star or something. I'm not going to say feminine, but you're gonna attract a certain type of woman. You look a certain type of way. All right. So the same thing if a woman is attracted to your resources, you're providing her with certain things. She might go on a date with you because you look rich. You earned that. You went to the store. You picked out the right clothes. You planned it. Come on, man. Let's be honest with each other, man. That's how the game goes. Some women get married. A man already know this woman's with me because I got money. They're not upset about that. They're not hurt about that. They just know it is what it is. This is a man's world. And one thing in a man's world, nothing is given to you. It's earned. All right? If you think like a woman, you will get women results. You understand? If you think like a woman, you're going to be in a woman's situation. Straight up. So even the women, they understand society probably better than a lot of men. They do what they can to get what, if they do what they can so they can get what they want. You understand? They do what they need to do. All right? Women are different than men. They're not going to overpower. They can't hit the gym 200-300 times a week. You know what I'm saying? And grow bigger muscles or get stronger, faster, and stuff like that. They're not built like that. We are. All right? Some of us have God-given talents that it take years for some men to get to that level. And then some of us, it might take a couple weeks for us to get to that level. All right? Guys, you got to understand, a man who don't work don't eat. And that could come from anything spiritual, mental, physical. You see it. A man who don't work don't eat. Most of my consultations, if you want to book a consultation, you could go ahead, FASHAWstrategies.com. You can hit me up on IG, Mufasa_FASHAW, and we'll chop it up. And you could get a consultation going. But a lot of men in my consultations, I see they were struggling with understanding their place in society as a man and how things are built. I'm not here to lie to you. I'm telling y'all straight up, you've been lied to. You have to earn everything. All right? Being a protector and a provider is not easy. You're not born with that. You have to learn that. There's two ways you can learn it. You learn it from another man, or you're going to learn it the hard way. And a lot of guys that's doing my consultations, they're learning it the hard way. Some of this stuff I had to learn the hard way too. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you. I grew up knowing I had to protect myself. All right. Then I had to learn, once I had kids, loved ones, I had to learn how to protect them. Especially when the more women in your life, the more you got to protect. The more women you care about, the more you got to protect them. The more women you care about, or your mom, sisters, hey, the women in my family depend on me. So I'm not scared of that challenge because they give me a certain energy I need as a man. And I actually love and I care and I cherish about that, about my family members. You understand? So you gotta see through all the bull crap and understand, like, hey, it's two things about being an alpha male that you got to really, really master. That's the ability to protect and provide for yourself, for your lone being, for a better life for you. They always tell you, hey, you got to protect and provide for who? Women. But hey, bro, you're your first priority. You gotta learn how to do that for yourself. Trust me, if you suck at protecting and providing for yourself, you're gonna suck at it with women, and they're not gonna be in your life for a long ass time. I'm just gonna be honest with you. All right. As I usually say, I'm not here to talk about celebrities, about other people. Hey, this is not tea. This is protein. All right, we're going to use this knowledge to build each other up. Shoot, I might have to replay this video on the back end sometime for me, So with that being said, man, y'all know This is not tea, it's protein. Another episode of Africology, man. Being a protector and a provider. Peace out.